As if there, it's up. Perfect. Sometimes it doesn't show up right away. But here's what Zohran was saying.
They want the people to fight amongst ourselves so that we remain distracted from the work of remaking a long broken system. We refuse to let them dictate the rules of the game anymore. They can play by the same rules as the rest of us. Together, we will usher in a generation of change. And if we embrace this brave new course, rather than fleeing from it, we can respond to oligarchy and authoritarianism with the strength it fears, not the appeasement it craves.
Solid, very solid.
After all, if anyone can show a nation betrayed by Donald Trump how to defeat him, it is the city that gave rise to him. And if there is any way to terrify a despot, it is by dismantling the very conditions that allowed him to accumulate power.
Start from ground zero.
This is not only how we stop Trump, it's how we stop the next one. So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
That was a direct shot at Trump there, for sure. Honestly, I am excited that the maggots are so triggered, that the racists and the bigots and the Republicans, the GOP, are so triggered by Mamdani winning this New York City mayoral election. And what people don't usually do is critical think here. So I'm going to pose a question to you, okay? To especially the maggots out here that are opposing this idea of a Muslim in the New York City mayoral seat. Why? Why do you think that your leaders in your party despise this man so much? I'm going to tell you, it's not because of his religion and his association and his belief systems. No, it's because he represents a threat to their status quo, to the elite's status quo. And right now, he is one of the main ants in Bug's life here, going after the elites. That's what they see Zohran as. An ant who is now forming an army to tackle down an elite panopticon who is trying to divulge and destroy American democracy. They thought that Zohran being in any sort of power would pose a major threat to what they are trying to do to America today. And that threat has now become a reality because on January 1st, in January, Zohran will take the New York City mayoral seat and try his best, to the best of his ability, with every obstacle that is going to be thrown his way, because every obstacle will from the Trump administration. Every obstacle from not only the Trump administration, but also the Democrats who chose to not truly support and endorse Zohran. He will have it coming from every end, every left, every right, and he will need to have eyes in the back of his head to take care of New York City as the way it needs to be taken care of. He has a larger fight than any other New York City mayor because they are attacking him because he is a threat to the elite's status quo. Trump wanted Cuomo in because they are two peas in the same pod, except Cuomo, he got out a little bit, but he was allegedly accounted 13 times for sexual harassment, correct? So, I mean, two peas in the same pod, just one got out. And it's just funny to me that the Republicans are just destroying this idea of Zohran actually succeeding in New York City. Because if he succeeds, then guess what? Socialism, democratic socialism, is going to spread throughout the United States. And that's not what That is not what this administration wants. This administration wants a dictatorship where they control every aspect of commerce, where they control every aspect of agriculture, where they control every aspect of the American industry as a business itself. And having a New York City mayor of the greatest city, the biggest city, the most populated city, actually succeed in a Democrat socialist regime, it will be a detriment. It will be a blow, and it will be an expose of how this administration, the Trump administration, is failing the American public. Not only the Trump administration, but also other New York City mayors that have come before Zohran Mamdani, how they failed and how they chose to not put New Yorkers first, how they chose to not put Americans first, because they chose to greed and line their own pigskin pockets. That is the threat that Zohran presents to the Trump administration. That is the threat that Zohran presents to the American status quo. He is that one ant in Bug's life that is going to create waves of a revolution. And the elites in this Trump administration, are going to do everything they can illegally to stop him.